the only woman in the world. You know, from your perspective, that's that like... Hello, and thank you for watching Zeta's, Mama's, and Dada's YouTube channel. Please like, even if you don't like it, and comment, even if you got nothing to say, and subscribe, even if you don't want to, and hit notifications just because I said so. Today, I have been requested to do a video about how to make your Filipina happy. And I don't know how to make any woman happy, but it seems to me that Filipinas are more easy to please than United States women. I think that the easy to please factor has a lot to do with this. I think United States women kind of impossible to please. So if you do the things that you think should please a United States woman with a Filipina, then it will please the Filipina, whereas it will not please United States women because they are impossible. So I'll describe what I did. First off, when you're with any woman, you gotta let her know that she is the only woman in the world. You know, from your perspective. That's that, like the point of that song, I only have eyes for you. That song, there's a good message in that song. You have to only have eyes for your Filipina. And that's something about maturity. It's hard to do it when you're young, but when you get older, it becomes a matter of necessity, and you begin to understand the purpose of treating your woman like she is the only woman in the universe. That means, and this can be difficult, don't look at other girls, don't talk about other girls, don't think about other girls. You have to pretend that the other girls in the world do not exist, and that there's like two varieties of women on earth. Variety 1 is your Filipina. Variety 2 is every other female in the universe, and unless they're related to you, or they don't count. So there's really only one. So that's the biggest thing. The second thing is you got to do your man stuff. So you got to man up, and they've been telling you this ever since you were a little kid. So it's not that complicated. It is easier said than done, but you just gotta work. You gotta work hard. You gotta work every day. You gotta work all day, every day. You gotta work hard all day, every day. And you have to make sure that your Filipina is provided for. And I think that's all they really want, which is pretty cool, because, a lot of women will start adding on to that. They'll be like, well, I want you to provide for me, but I also want you to provide extra for me. I want you to bring me the moon and the stars and the sun, which, is not possible. But food, shelter, clothing, these things can be provided at minimal cost, especially because if you're in the United States involved with the Filipina, the things that she needs is you're getting a good discount. The the exchange rate discount is good savings. So to give her food, clothing, shelter you're getting a pretty good deal, because if you try to provide that for a girl in the United States, food, clothing, shelter is, you can't really do it. I mean, you can provide yourself food, clothing, shelter, and then she can stay close to you, so she also benefit. But anyway, you gotta provide for them, because this is where you start asking, why doesn't she provide for herself? she can work, she can get a job. Well, if she has a baby, then she can no longer work because having the baby is more important. There's not just endless supply of persons to watch your baby. Although maybe if you go deeper into the Philippines and start utilizing her family, like we could probably live in Teresa and just let her family raise our baby. That would probably be an option, but it would also be weird, so it's not really an option. So anyways, this is why women, once they become mothers, there's two kinds of women in the world. There's thoughts, THOTS, thoughts, that hoe over there, and there's mothers. See, they don't acknowledge that. People think that every woman is a thought. That's not true. They are either a thought or they are a mother. Motherhood is how women escape thought. So, what was I doing? How to make your Filipina happy. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I'll think of another thing. Let me recap real quick. First, you gotta treat her like she's the only one in the world, and you gotta give her everything she wants and needs. They don't have a lot of wants, which is awesome, because that means that they have good character. Because people who want too much, I think that's a character defect, because they're never gonna be content. They're never gonna be satisfied. If you want, then you're part of the problem with the world, and it's good to minimize your wants. Filipinos, I think, have been taught this lesson since the day they were born into the Philippines, is that, there's things that you need and there's things that you want. And a lot of the things that we want are stupid, and the things that we need are simple. Like, you could go to the store and get bananas and cucumbers, and probably, like, in potatoes, bananas, cucumbers, potatoes don't cost like anything, and then you could eat that and you could live and be happy, and it costs like almost very little money. And if you're in the right spot, you could probably grow, especially in the Philippines, you can grow bananas, cucumbers, potatoes. But then we want all these things. We want to go to this restaurant. Well, suddenly you go to a restaurant and you eat there one time, and you have just spent 1 year of bananas, cucumbers, potatoes just eating in a restaurant like one time. You could have had bananas, cucumbers, potatoes for maybe not a year, but like a month probably, if it's a fancy restaurant, whatever. That's not the point. Another thing, you got to give her all your attention. She's going to want all your attention. Like right now, she's texting me, "Are you doing the video?" And I'm doing the video, so I cannot respond to her text. Yes, I am doing the video. But anyways, give them all your attention. They're gonna want all your attention. And the other thing is, you gotta meet all their demands. They're very demanding about your time. They wanna know your whereabouts. They're worse than the Federal Bureau of Investigation in some regards. They gotta know what you're doing, when you're doing it, why you're doing it, who, what, where, when, why, how, about everything that's going on with you. And just, that's what they want. So give them what they want. These things they want are, that doesn't cost anything to give in to her demands, and it makes her happy, and it makes her feel like you care about her. And that's the other thing, she wants you to care, and she wants devotion. You got to be devoted to her. And there's ways, all these things are ways that you express your devotion. And the next thing to make your Filipina happy goes with the she's the only one in the world thing. You got to commit. You can't be uncommitted, because no woman is ever going to be happy with an uncommitted guy. It just doesn't make any sense. So as soon as you get involved, you choose your Filipina, then you commit. That one is yours. And you got to stop thinking about every Jane, Sally, and Jessica that's out there, or whatever their names are. You just gotta, once you're involved with them, that is yours once. And then so, you know, and what does that have to do with life? Because this is the point of life we're getting at here. The point of life is to reproduce. Every living thing on earth, the point of their existence, the purpose of their existence is reproduction. All these trees reproduce. All these people in these cars, if they're smart, they reproduce. Reproduction is the purpose of your existence. As humans, how do we do it? Well, if we're smart, we mate for life. Like birds mate for life, and mosquitoes mate for life. All sorts of different kinds of animals mate for life because that's what works for them. I don't know if mosquitoes actually do, and not all birds do, but some birds do, and mosquitoes might. Humans sometimes do, sometimes don't. Anyways, mating for life is a tested solution for the problem of having relationships as a human. So what does that mean? It means you get married. So when you find your Filipina, you gotta get a ring and ask her to marry you. That will make her happy, because then she will not wonder about the future. She will know that you are on a path. You are going in a certain direction. You have you're headed towards wedding bells or whatever. Next thing, put a baby in her, because marriage isn't gonna fulfill your purpose of living life. Babies fulfill your purpose of living life. There's some other stupid things that I don't think are very important, like little things. She wants to go to resorts all the time, so take her to resorts all the time. Resorts are nice, whatever. I think that's a Filipina thing, because I wouldn't be going to resorts. I go to restaurants all the time though, because it's simple. She doesn't really care about restaurants. But I mean, like, and then if she wants stuff, like, let her know that she can have stuff if she wants stuff. Like, I struggle with this. But I tell her that she should be getting what she wants. Like, if there is things that she wants or needs, because usually what she wants is what she needs, then you gotta provide that. It's just about providing, which is just a man thing. How do you make your Filipina happy? Just be a good man. It's not that complicated. It's also not easy, but you know, it's simple, but it's difficult. So those are my tips and tricks for pleasing your Filipina. There's some other stuff, I'll think about it later. Maybe I'll put in a video in the future. I don't know. Anyways, thank you for watching Zeta's Mamas and Dada's YouTube channel. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit notifications. I will see you next time. Deuces.